everyone, welcome to my channel Phoenix Spring Tarot, and today in this session what I'll be doing is a quick sort of mid-July 2020 touch in for air signs, with air energy, Gemini, Aqua and Libra. So this is just a quick mid-July check-in, what's going on, how are we doing, what do we need to be on the lookout for, and what to expect. So as I said before, this is really quick. So check for if you wanted to go directly to your sign, just reference the timestamps below. But now I will get started with Gemini. Okay, hi Gems, welcome to your reading. So let's see how things have been going so far in July, and let's see what we could expect coming up in the next few weeks. Okay, so past energy that you're coming out of, we have, let me put this here so you can see it, we have the Three of Swords, and that Three of Swords is being clarified by the Ace of Swords. In terms of your current situation, we have the Knight of Wands, and that Knight is being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Advice from Spirit, we have the Three of Wands, and that Three of Wands is being clarified by the Seven of Swords. And in terms of your outcome, you have the Page of Swords, and that is being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords. Okay. So what this is telling me is that you guys, the energy that you guys are coming in with is you all have been involved in or are coming out of some situation related to a disagreement. I am more picking up on a relationship, either a romantic relationship or a friendship. There has been someone who you feel who has disappointed you, who has betrayed you. You regret sort of getting into a situation with that person. So that is in your past energy coming in. But what we see, what is being clarified, what that situation is being clarified by is an Ace of Swords. So this Ace of Swords tells me that out of this situation, out of this disappointment, that is triggered for you guys a new way of being, a new way of, it's given you guys a mental clarity, mental fortitude, giving you guys the courage to leave that situation and to also have a new approach, and by a new approach, I mean a new approach in terms of a new thought process that you guys would have with tackling these sorts of situations again. So it's almost, to me, it's something that you guys needed to go through in order to learn a life lesson. So that's what I'm picking up there. In terms of your current situation, we have the Knight of Wands. So this shows to me that it's either moving on from that situation, you're sort of burying your head in work, burying your head in a project that you're passionate about, that you're working night and day for, you're sort of being divinely guided, you're connecting with your higher self with regards to this project in terms of the outcome for it, or what's clarifying it. Sorry, not the outcome, but we have the Wheel of Fortune. So at this point, it's a matter of the stage that you're at of the project in terms of the success for it. So I was right in terms of outcome, but the success for it, the reason why you're working so hard is that at this point things could go either way. It could either go really well or not go so well. So you're really just trying to focus all your energy on this project or on this situation. What I'm also being told as well is that back to the relationship element, whether it's a romantic relationship or a friend relationship, it's some of you could also be looking to work through the situation also. in terms of working with the other person. It could be that you want to find some sort of compromise in it all, a way that you all could go forward or move forward. That's something that's also on the cards here, pardon the pun, so to speak. But that sort of situation could go either way, could either go really well or not so well. The advice from Spirit regarding that, we have the Three of Wands in terms of the advice, and that tells me that it could be a possibility for some of you moving on from this potential situation and just moving on to pastures new, just leaving it, leaving this heartbreak, leaving the negativity of that person, of that romantic relationship, of that friendship, of that possible partnership, whatever it is. It's a matter of leaving that behind and striking off on your own. So that's the advice from Spirit. And the reason Spirit is advising that, the clarifier, we have the Seven of Swords. So as you can see with that Seven of Swords, someone is not being transparent, someone is not being honest, someone's doing something, it appears to me, shady or dodgy behind the scenes, and they're trying not to be caught. And that is why, so this could be in that romantic relationship or that friendship situation, someone was being untoward, which marries up really well with the Three of Swords. And I'm being told that it is something that you guys may even be aware of, actually, which has led to the breakdown. And I think for that reason, that's why we have the Wheel of Fortune, and that things could go either way. But Spirits are advising that this is a situation that you may really want to step away from because the person was untoward. In terms of the outcome, we have the Page of Swords. And in terms of this outcome, this could represent two things. It's mental clarity, discipline, a precision of focus that you guys are going to need to have to get you out of this situation. I'm being told legal is coming through as well. This situation that happened, if it's from a relationship perspective, if it's someone that's in a romantic situation such as a marriage or a long-term partnership, it's sort of looking to understand what your rights are with regards to this. And the reason why, and what I'm being told is that for some of you, this could also be a work partnership with someone as well. And the reason why you may look to, from a legal perspective, seeing what's out there and what your rights are, is because we have the Queen of Pentacles here for your clarifier of this. So the Queen of Pentacles, in terms of your accomplishments, in terms of your worth, that is something that you need to protect, because you have someone in your energy who could possibly look to take advantage of this and then take advantage of you. So it's just looking to protect yourself. And for some of you, it could be legal in terms of understanding your rights and what you're entitled to and so on, in a work partnership or in a marriage relationship situation also. But I'm seeing for others, it's a matter of just be going on the internet, sort of going on YouTube, doing research on people's characteristic traits in terms of why did someone do this to me, what could I learn. So for some of you, I'm picking that up as well. At the bottom, right, I was just checking at the bottom of your deck, and at the bottom of your deck you have Five of Swords. So this doesn't look particularly good, because if in this reading, the Five of Swords, first of all, let me just say, represents conflict and mind games and power struggles. It also represents knowing when to walk away, and also what's coming through here is knowing when to walk away, and also even though you may have the upper hand in a situation. So what this is telling me, especially if you follow the advice from Spirit, you would get the upper hand on this, which is a positive, and it's good to know. But in this, even if you do get the upper hand, try not to I'm being told rub it in someone's face, or try not to play tit for tat, or try not to take revenge on someone. Try to avoid doing that. That's not going to work out for you if you do. You'll only be lowering yourself to their level and to their standards. Okay, so let's quickly look at the oracle cards that have come through for you. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into you. And this is a really good, nice, positive card to get. And I wouldn't be surprised if, because looking at these cards here, we have the Knight of Swords and we have Knight of Wands, sorry, and we have the Knight of Swords here. And both of those, especially with Knights, just represent putting your head down and working towards a possible solution that would be in your best interest. So if you just put your head down and put in the work, know that you would have abundance coming to you. Now, when I did the shuffle on this deck, there were a number of cards that jumped out and Spirit was telling me to take them. So we have quite a few. So I will go through them now. The first card we have, we have love. So love is the foundation of your existence, gems, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving. While love could be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. And I think that's quite apt, seeing that we have the Three of Swords, heartache energy as well. And what this is telling me is love is the foundation of your existence. The love for you, love for someone else, and having that love reciprocated also. And with that love is respect. So if you're in a situation where you feel that you're not receiving it, know that it is important, because it is that thing that propels you through life. Intuitive nudges. Intuition is your second card, is the language of the soul. We are all born with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we have, which keeps us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and to our divine spirit. So what this is telling me here, I think particularly when we have the Wheel of Fortune, things going either way, and we have the Seven of Swords here, where someone is particularly being deceptive to the point where you need to do research into your rights and protect your monies and so on. Protecting monies for some of you, not all of you. I think it's trusting your intuition is going to be very, very important at this point. If you feel that someone is not who they say they are, or they're misrepresenting facts, or you can't quite put your finger on it, but something doesn't seem right, that is the universe giving you that intuitive nudge. Trust that intuitive nudge is what's coming through. And then we have hope. Is the next card that's come through to you. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point. So just know that this is a low point and a really tricky situation that you're going through at the moment. But know what spirit guides are saying is to trust and to have hope through this difficult situation. And they are there for you. You are being guided as to the right things to do. You have two knights here, and knights are all about action. And taking the right actions. You're being guided with regards to that action. Action in terms of your thoughts and really planning out how to proceed, and actions in terms of being connected with your higher self and understand and really executing how your thoughts turn up in this reality. Inspire passion. So irrespective of all of this that is going on, what this is saying is that this is an opportunity to set new goals and to reconnect with who you are and the essence of who you are. Don't let whoever this is take that away from you, because there is infinite abundance that is there for you to grasp and for you to take. So reconnect with your goals, reconnect with your passion, and above all, stop and have fun with it all. Never lose your sense of fun, gems. There's some of what Spirit is telling me is that there's some of you, or one person in particular, who is particularly very light, always makes people laugh, and this situation has particularly had you down. So never lose that vibrant sense of self. Don't let anyone do that to you. Have fun in your endeavors. So, gems, that is it from me. I hope this reading made sense. I hope it resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments box below. I would really, really like to hear the outcome of this. So that's it from now. See you guys soon. Bye for now. All right, so next up, Aqua. This is your mid-July 2020 reading. So this is just going to be a quick reading just to touch base, see what's going on in mid-July, what's coming up, what do we need to be aware of in the next upcoming weeks. So let's go in. This will be quick and fast. Okay. So in terms of the energy that you're coming out of, oh, nice. We have the Star, and the Star is clarified by the King of Swords. Current situation, we have, oops, sorry, you can't see that. Let's just make sure you guys can see it. There we are. Okay, great. Next, we have the Queen of Cups. And that Queen of, in your current situation, that Queen of Cups is clarified by the Sun. Brilliant. I believe when I did your monthly reading for you guys, Aqua, you guys did get the Sun as well. So you're really coming into your positive energy at the moment in mid-July. Okay, advice from Spirit. We have the High Priestess. Interesting. And that is clarified by the King of Wands. Right, that makes sense. I'm beginning to get the picture here. The outcome, we have the Two of Swords, and that is being clarified by the Six of Wands. Okay, and under the deck, we have the Emperor. Interesting. Okay. So let's see what this is saying. So Aqua, you've been going through a lot of manifestations. So when I say a lot of manifestations, in that what you want and the type of person that you want to turn up as in this world, you've been putting it out to spirit guides. You've been writing down your manifestations. You've been doing a lot of meditation to figure out exactly who you are. So that is that connection between your 5D and manifesting it in the 3D. So what I'm being told for you guys is you're coming in with this energy of really understanding what you want, how you want to turn up in this world, what you want other people to see. It's all thoughts and ideas at the moment, and you're really working steadily on how could we make those thoughts and ideas a physical reality that we can actually see. And the reason why I say that is because we have the King of Swords here. So the King of Swords is someone who is really able to logically think through, get to the heart of the situation, create ideas, concepts, etc. as to how to best, concept models and so on, as to how best to move forward. So that is the energy that we have coming in to this month. And of course, King of Swords, air energy. This is you, Aquarius, really, really mastering your mindset and mastering your thought process, mastering how you view yourself and how you want to turn up in the world. So talking about mastering, what we have in your current situation is the Queen of Cups. So you've reached a point after going through quite a lot where your heart chakra is open, you're empathetic, you know, you're really looking to be that sort of person who is more open, being able to be there for others and so on. So that tells me that from the start, whatever you guys are manifesting is something that's quite dear and quite close to your heart. And with the Sun card here, that this Sun card tells me that what you guys what are thoughts and ideas for you, it's almost as if divine light and divine guidance is being put towards it, if you like, because you are in a point where you are, what I'm being told is following your divine path. that is what's happening for you at the moment. The advice from Spirit is the High Priestess. So it's saying well done for all the work that you've come through so far, all the really deep subconscious sort of 12th house work that you've been doing, all the North Node work I'm being told that you've been doing. Really well done, and the advice from Spirit is to continue doing it, because at times, with regards to the clarifier, Aqua, you guys could have a tendency to be a bit overzealous when it comes to a situation. You could just say, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do the other, and just dash and do it. And it could be, number one, taking on a bit too much. And also it's a sign of just getting that grounding in terms of what you're doing. You're very passionate, very driven, and that's all well and good. But you need to ground it in something. You need to ground it in your belief. You need to ground it in your purpose. You just need to do that more. In terms of, so for the outcome, so what I was saying about this in terms of you doing a bit of this, doing a bit of that, doing a bit of the other, we have Two of Swords here for your outcome, and Two of Swords talks to me about a decision that needs to be made in terms of the direction that you are going to go in. And this is something that you need to think and reason through. And I think it's something that's quite important, especially because Swords is air energy as well, so it's aqua energy. So this is something that's, and the fact that this is a 2, it's telling me that it's something that is quite fundamental. It's quite a fundamental choice that you have to make regarding your current situation. And it's not something that you could use too much logic with. It's something that you need to connect with all the work that you've been doing, the work from the star, the work from the High Priestess. That's why that work is so important in terms of making this choice. But understand that when you do, if you do trust your instincts, and if you do tune into your higher self in making that choice, there would be success here for you. Success is on the cards for you. Now, what we got under the deck, interestingly enough, was the Emperor. And the Emperor tells me, what this Emperor tells me, and it's interesting because it's Taurus energy and it's Pentacles, Earth energy. It talks again about that grounding, because that was a clarifier for the High Priestess, just being more grounded in your situation in terms of who you are, more grounded in your tasks, setting your boundaries, really becoming into setting your boundaries in terms of not going and not having too many things on your plate. Focus on 1, 2, or 3 things and really become the master of those 1, 2, or 3 things, and that would bring you more success. You have to choose what those things are, by the way, and that would bring you more success than if you were just here, there, and everywhere. That's what I'm being told. So really tune in, use that Queen of Cups energy that you have around you at the moment, use that High Priestess energy you're being advised, keep on manifesting, know that you're in your divine purpose, because you have the sun shining in on you, but you just need to do some slight tweaking with regards to setting boundaries, being focused, being grounded, and you have the ability to really become the grand masters of what you choose to do. Okay, so let's see what your oracle cards are. So we have Wondrous Universe, Walk in Beauty. And as you can see here, what I think is quite interesting with this card is that this card reminds me of the Magician card from the Major Arcana Tarot deck, because here we have the Magician, his hands are out, and as we can see the stars, he's looking up to the sky, and it's almost as if he's manifesting, if you like. And so you have a star card right here, which is the first card that we pulled, and that talks about manifesting between the 3D and the 5D. It's the link between those. So walk in beauty, trust yourself and trust your ability to make what you want a reality. Really put it out there to the universe. And I think it's quite apt that you have walk in beauty, because with the Queen of Cups, with the High Priestess, they all talk about appreciating beauty, not only in yourself, but appreciating beauty in other people, appreciating beauty in nature, in the environment. So it could be a matter of not having too much on your plate, but really taking that time for yourself as well to sort of go out, relax, take your mind off things. The second oracle card that we have is Ancestral Wisdom. And this says, we are your ancestors. We love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time, so they're saying this is a poignant time for you, to learn and grow from your past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we evolve, as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. No pressure then, but what this is saying is that as spirits are here for you, you are being divinely guided, but there is that extra bit of advice to learn from your past here. So what past mistakes have you made that you need to learn from, so that when you are pushing forward on your divine path, you're able to implement the lessons from those past mistakes and don't make those mistakes again. Spirits are behind you. They're championing you. You are their legacy, so to speak, here on earth. So they want the best for you. They want you to succeed. So that's a really beautiful, and as I read this, there was just so much love that was coming through on this. I tripped over my words as I was reading this, but I could just feel the love for you guys, Aqua, that was just coming through from that card for you all. Really beautiful. Okay, so that is your mid-July 2020, Aqua. So this says to me that you're doing really, really well. Everything appears to be in order. Just don't take on too many projects and become too overloaded. This is the time to really be focused and tune into your guides and tune into your divine power to manifest. All right? So Aquas, I look forward to hearing your comments and your feedback below. I really, really, really hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated for you, and I hope it gave you the guidance that you need. All right? So all the best and take care for now. Libra. Libra. Welcome to your mid-July 2020 reading. So let's see. This is just going to be a quick check just to see what's going on, what messages that we particularly need to tune into. So let's get started. So in terms of the energy in terms of past energy that's coming in, we have the Six of Pentacles, and that let's make sure you can see it. Yep, that Six of Pentacles is being clarified by the Five of Swords. Next, in your current situation, you have the Four of Wands, and this Four of Wands energy is being clarified by the Knight of Wands. A lot of passion there. Okay, so in terms of your advice from Spirit, we have the King of Cups. Really interesting, beautiful energy to have here. So King of Cups, sensitivity, diplomacy. And as a clarification for the King of Cups, we have the Seven of Cups. Really interesting. A picture is coming together. Now for our outcome, we have the Star card, and that Star card is being clarified by the Four of Swords. Okay, so in terms of that past energy that you have coming into the middle of the month, Libras, we have the Six of Pentacles. So as you can see, this is a typical Libra sort of energy. So you have someone who is negotiating with someone else, and they're talking about fairness, they're talking about equality. So there's that bargaining that's going on. So this could be a business situation that you guys are in, or it could be what I'm being told for some of you, it could be like a family situation where either someone is trying to get money, asking you for money, or you are asking someone else for money, and you're just pleading you're pleading for some equality, fairness, and so on in the negotiations. You want the negotiations to be fair, you want the negotiations to be reasonable. So that's coming through here. Now, what is coming through really interestingly enough as the clarifier is the Five of Swords. So this Five of Swords is a really interesting card to get as a clarifier, because this is talking about someone walking away from a situation, but they're not being, what I'm saying, they've done something in secret here. They've done something in secret that has not, which was not the best for them to do. Let's put it that way. Someone's being sneaky here. They've done something in secret that they think that someone hasn't seen. But as we could see the lion there looking quite disappointed, they have been seen actually. So I think that is the reason why we are having these negotiations for fairness, and those discussions for fairness and equity, if you like. I was just like, do we mean equity or do we mean equality? But I'm being told, no, it's equity. That's why we are having these negotiations and discussions for that, because you are sensing, Libras, that someone hasn't been straightforward with you, or something is going awry in your negotiations. And if you have that sense that something isn't quite right, trust that instinct, because something isn't. Okay, so in your current situation, you have the Four of Wands, which is a really lovely energy. I love the energy that's on this card for the Four of Wands, because here we have in the traditional Rider-Waite, the Four of Wands is sort of a celebration representing marriage, etc. And this card, it represents the same thing. You know, it represents new opportunities. It represents someone's arrival, like someone has arrived and someone's looking to be celebrated, and someone's looking to stay for quite a while and for people to come to them and so on. You can see he's walking with, and he's come a long way. So this has been a celebration that's an acknowledgement, I'm being told, that has been a long time coming. And you could see that he's come a long way to reach this position. He's there with his umbrella to shield him from the sun. He even has his own stool. So that just comes to show that this success is here to sit with you for a while. And this is just a success from, it's to me, it looks as if it's something new. So you've just achieved that bit of success for something that's fairly new. And it makes me wonder whether that success has to do with these negotiations that we've been talking about. Now, clarifying this Four of Wands, we have the Knight of Wands. So as you can see, it's this person with a wand, and the wand is on fire, and it's night, and everyone around him has gone to sleep. But he is the person still up, still working, still perfecting his skills. It just comes through that this person has a lot of passion for what they do. They're very skilled at what they do. And this is your energy, Libra. You have a lot of passion. You're very skilled at what you do. So no wonder you want that fairity and you want that equity when you are in negotiations. And you're not going to tolerate anyone being underhanded and anyone being unfair to you. And that is the reason why you're in a position you've had this sort of mini breakthrough, that's why you could afford to have a mini celebration now, because you have a bit of momentum, you have a bit of wind in your sails, and that is due to your hard work, Libra. That is all due to your hard work. So the advice from Spirit is the King of Cups. What this King of Cups is saying, when you see someone, a king on his throne surrounded by water, there's just a lot of emotion going on here. There's a lot of things going on under the surface, if you see what I mean. And this card, Spirit is advising that you take emotional maturity and sensitivity and diplomacy in a situation. Oops. And I'm just wondering whether that is linked to your Six of Pentacles negotiation. So this is very negotiation heavy For some of you, it could be a partnership, a work contract, business deal, etc. For some of you, it's your own business that you need some level of tact, diplomacy for when going into your negotiations. And this, I'm being told, you do have that ability, you do have that skill set. Now, as a clarifier for that King of Cups, we have the Seven of Cups. And I think, as you can see from this card, it's quite self-explanatory. Again, this is someone who is wearing a mask and they're cloaked, they're shrouded. So this advice from Spirit is saying, again, things are not all they seem for this Seven of Cups in this energy here, which is quite interesting. It also shows that, hang on, let me just tune in to really ensure that I'm getting this right. It's almost as if there is a sense of lack in this situation. There's a sense of lack, there's a sense of, for some reason, what's coming through, of not feeling too confident. It's talking about what are your needs versus what are your wants. This may not necessarily be you. It could be you, or it could be someone else that you're negotiating with, or it could just be the essence of the situation. So that is the reason why Spirit is advising that you need that sensitivity, you need that diplomacy, you need to have some tact, because this situation isn't very, for some reason, there's a lot of illusions going on. Things aren't what they seem, but you can't be blunt and call it out for what it is. You kind of need to have some tact and diplomacy going into it there. So the Spirit, that's what Spirit is advising, and that corresponds with your Five of Swords energy, where someone is doing something thinking that they're not getting caught, but people have seen it and people are aware. And then we have someone who is wearing that mask as well, so giving that illusion, appearing that they're one thing, but you can't tell for certain if that is right or not. So you need a lot of diplomacy and a lot of emotional integrity to dissect and understand this situation. Your outcome. Da da da. Right, so as an outcome, you have the Star card, which is lovely. So that Star card is a really nice, refreshing break from this energy here. And this Star card is just saying that whatever you're thinking of, whatever you're wanting, just put it out there and it will come to you. That is literally what this is saying. It's just having that courage to go up, even especially when you're in a position where you think all is lost, or you could see, as you can see here, there are dark clouds that are coming and there is a bit of rain, but she's not afraid of that. She's just bearing herself, putting up what she wants to the heavens, connecting with her higher self to communicate exactly what she wants, with the hope that it would be delivered and with the hope that it would be given to her. So it's a matter of harmony with yourself, honesty with oneself, being sensitive to your situation at hand and being able to appropriately handle the deception, I'll call it that, that you have going on around you. So what we have in terms of clarifying the Moon card, the Star card, sorry, we have the Four of Swords as the clarifier. So as you can see, this is someone who is looking over their shoulder and they appear to be making a quick escape from a situation. So it could be that with all of this going on, that is how you feel. You feel like you want to make a quick escape from it all, that it's all getting a bit too much. But what that Star card is saying is that you need to Really take that time. If you feel that you just want to get away from a moment, this is what it's saying. It's taking that time for rest. It's taking that time for renewal. But as you're taking that time, really connect with your higher self. Really connect with what you're after. Because what's coming through as an outcome is that feeling of stagnation, that feeling that things aren't going the way we expected it to go. So we want to make a runner for it. So that is your outcome. At the bottom of the deck, though, oh, look at this. So at the bottom of the deck, we have a 9 of, sorry about the glare, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So that is a really good card to have. And I think it's a matter of your perseverance, Libra, is what I'm being told. Your perseverance for things being right, for your sensitivity, diplomacy with regards to this situation, and just being really upfront and really clear about it, and knowing when to step back, knowing when to go forward at the appropriate time is going to reap success for you, because we have the 9 of Pentacles here, and that 9 of Pentacles is really the wish card, if you like. It's really about whatever you're wishing for with this Star card is what will come to you, and it's what you'll reap. And you'll reap it as well when you least expect it. So that's what's coming through here. Getting your wish, being really pleased about it, getting what you wanted, you know, being accountable to yourself. This is the wish fulfillment card. That wish that you've placed here, you would get it. Okay, so let's see what the oracle cards have to say about all of this. Oh, first light, beginning of a new cycle. So that's quite interesting in terms of, so I'm thinking what I'm picking up on is depending on how those negotiations go, it could be that you actually do just leave the situation. Because it could be for you that it's just too much deception, too much that's untoward. You could feel that your skill set and how hard you worked, you're not getting your just results. So you may choose to go off on your own, which may lead to your success. Or it could be that from all the hard work that you've done through all these negotiations, you're able to broker a deal or broker something that, or broker that money for some of you that you're looking for from your relatives, loved ones, from a business partner. You're able to start anew and begin that new cycle that you've been fighting so hard to start. So first light. Then we have you are not alone and caregiver. So caregiver, you are not alone. We are here for you. We never left. Through all the sadness, loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends, guides. You never walk alone. We always walk right beside you. And I think that's quite interesting because I did pick up with this past energy card of family members. So it was either in terms of those negotiations that are going on, either you negotiating with a family member for something, for equality, for equity, for fairness. And this is just saying that in terms of going through all of that, because it could feel at times that you're not getting anywhere, but know that you are not alone. You are being guided. They are there with you, especially through all your hard work. Caregiver. We are with you, and the Spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and the love you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives. Just as you received care and love at the start of your life, caregivers often focus their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. So it's talking about, so it could be literally that some of you guys Libra are carers and some of you all are caregivers, so it could literally mean that. But what is pulled through for me again is that essence of family for some of you and caring for family, and that energy that came through at the very beginning of negotiating for that equity, for that fairness, with family that came through quite early on. So there's a lot of family that's coming through towards the messages that are coming through to the end of this. But I also think you can look at caregiver in that general sense of the word, which is just caring and having that love and appreciation of others, and sensitivity to others as well, which comes through with the King of Cups. You know, that sensitivity to other people who really need it. So it could be people are coming to the end of their lives, as is noted here, or people who are in a low tone or low vibration state who need that extra encouragement and that extra love. And when I say that low tone or low vibration state, I'm talking about the Five of Swords and the Seven of Cups energy that we've had coming through in terms of people that you're dealing with. But know that throughout all of this, you are able to navigate these waters. It is going to lead to the start of a positive beginning of a new cycle for you, which is always really exciting. And you have the Nine of Pentacles card here, which shows that your wish is going to be granted. And for those out there of Libras who are caregivers, know that your spirit guides are there with you, giving you that strength to be able to support loved ones who have reached that point in their life where they really need that love, support, attention, and care. And if you are a caregiver, and to those who are caregivers out there, thank you so much for your service. All right, that is it from me, Libras. This is a really, really poignant, such a touching reading. Let me know how it goes. There's going to be quite an important, what I'm being told is 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, the important set of 2 to 3 weeks for you that this reading pertains to. This Nine of Pentacles, however, is going to be a bit more long term, and I'm being told towards the fall, going into the end of the year, that you would be able to reap these rewards. For some of you, it will come sooner, but for quite a few of you, I'm being shown autumn. I'm being shown fall time. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comments how it goes, and I will tune into you guys later. Thank you so much for tuning in and making it this far. Thank you so much. Bye for now.